Stop. I said stop!
Hello everybody, it's here the Japanese Train here with a review that's been requested by many, MISTERJPOB and Owen Thomas, to name a few, of the Flying Scotsman. This version right here is a 2001 Flying Scotsman, released by Learning Curve in 1999. Originally, he was going to be introduced with a wooden funnel, but this prototype shows that, but he was introduced with a plastic funnel instead. He was re-released in 2013 with a bigger face, more detail, and things like that, but I'm here to review the 2001 Flying Scotsman. A bit of personal background on this model. My grandfather, he was very, very deeply passionate about trains. He had a lot of Bachmann, he had plenty of N-scale, he had quite a collection of HO. He has a couple of Hornby stuff, even though we live in America. But he's since passed on, but that's another point. This Flying Scotsman here, I kind of see now why he got this model for me, because obviously he did have a Hornby Flying Scotsman of his own, and I was only about 3 at the time when he got this for me. So it hits home because, you know, he had such a love of trains, and I could see exactly why he would get me the Flying Scotsman, because he's based off a real engine. But yeah, so that's my own personal background. I'm pretty sure everybody who has the Flying Scotsman has a little bit of background on it. Let me know, what's your background with the Flying Scotsman, because obviously, because I've had so many requests for it and so many people review it, that he's obviously a very loved model. People who don't have him want him, and I think that's actually a good thing by Mattel to re-release the Flying Scotsman. But with this model, I think that people really, really love the Flying Scotsman, and those who have him for a special reason. Those who have him should have a personal background on it. Not saying you always do, maybe you just bought him off of eBay or something like that, but still, share your story. Because one of the great things about the Thomas Wooden Railway is that most of these engines, you have a story about when you bought them. I mean, even if they're just an eBay purchase, you can remember, what you were looking for, your elation when you found it, and, how much did you pay and all that. Oh, in the end, you love the model, and that's what this is here for. And Flying Scotsman seems to be one of those models that shares those traits, along with so many other items, such as the troublesome brake van, just to name one. A lot of the rare stuff. The 1992 models, anybody who has those, has a good story. But yeah, Flying Scotsman just seems to be up there with the people, just seems to be up there with those memorable Thomas models, especially because he's so long and he just looks so different in terms of all the other engines. I mean, 2 tenders, but all in all, he's a very good model. If I absolutely had to nitpick, it would probably be about the detail. I mean, yes, this is a 1999 model, but this is actually 2001, but it hadn't changed much. But, just the British Railways logo is just a circle. I think with some of the models that were out at the time, Stepney is being one of them. I mean, he's pretty detailed. Just the fact that the Flying Scotsman has so little detail. I'm not saying that's, terrible detail. Oh, this model isn't good. No, this is perhaps one of my favorite Thomas Wooden Railway items, if not my favorite. But I think that the detail could have been a little bit better on this model, and I think that they got that right with the re-release. What did it say? Midland Railway instead of, or not Midland, but it said Mainland Railway instead of British Railways, and that's better than a circle. But to the tenders, I think that the tenders are actually pretty cool. I mean, in the Railway series, he had 2 tenders. In the TV series, he had 2 tenders. So, well, it makes sense that he has 2 tenders. Erdl. But I think that they paid great attention to the model that they were working with. People at Learning Curve, whoever designed this model, I mean, they definitely paid attention to the model that they were trying to make. They were paying attention to Flying Scotsman and all that, but I mean, just seeing this on your railway, I mean, doesn't it look good just zooming down the line? Okay, that just about wraps up my review of the 2001 Flying Scotsman. And up next, for my review, oh, by the way, I think that every single Thomas Wooden Railway fan should do this. If you're making videos, you should definitely do this. Get yourself a notebook, a small little notepad, and inside list all the videos that you plan on doing. Make yourself a little checklist. So I just reviewed the Flying Scotsman. Up next, oh no.